Salute wrestling friends and welcome to the Figure 4 TV. Hit that like button and subscribe and set the notification bell so that you get the notifications when we go live. All right, guys, now today we here to talk about Jey Uso. And I got some bad news for my Jey Uso fans, unfortunately. And I know we all like Jey Uso because I see in my comments, so I know my audience. We rooting and we pulling for Jey Uso, but the company just don't believe in Jey Uso being main event. You know, that upper echelon talent, they don't see him as a main event tier talent. I don't even think they see him as mid-card tier because he got himself over. Jey Uso and Yeet was never penciled in to win in the eyes of WWE management. A lot of us tend to forget that he got his solo start, his solo run started because his brother Jimmy was injured. If Jimmy wasn't injured, then it would have been no creative reason to write main event Jey Uso as a character. And WWE, they had no idea that main event Jey Uso would excel the way he did. And remember, we all was emotionally invested in main event Jey Uso because of the Bloodline storyline, because we used him to get Roman Reigns over as a heel. Remember, Roman, he showed narcissistic, Machiavellian-like traits when it came to Jey Uso. He sacrificed his own family for power, and Jey Uso was the victim in this situation. So, of course, we all got behind the underdog, which was Jey Uso. Granted, a lot of us still was rooting for Roman Reigns because nowadays, you know, we love the cool heel. We don't really like the baby face. We'll cheer for the baby face, but once we start having the baby face win, that's when the fans, they lose interest in said baby face. And that's one of Jey Uso's biggest problems because he's a big super over baby face in an era that cheers for bad guys. They cheer for the bad guys. Now, don't get me wrong, the ideal fan and the ordinary fan is going to cheer for Yeet and cheer for Jey, along with the fans that seen him come up and that they know how hard he's been working. But that don't make him a main event talent, especially when right now, look at the landscape at WWE, guys. If you look at the WWE main event landscape, WWE is never going to go with two heel champions. Now that we have two championship titles, two heavyweight titles, they're never going to go with two heel champions. They're going to always have a face champion, and then they're going to have a heel champion. We have our super over face champion in Cody Rhodes. Then we have next in line CM Punk, super over heavyweight championship tier. Then we have Roman Reigns in the background lurking because, you know, Roman Reigns right now could be a tweener. He could be face, he could be heel. But we have already three top tier upper echelon main event players. There is no room for Jey Uso. There is no room for Jey Uso. No matter how over Yeet is, WWE as a company is not going to write him in main event talent. And we seen that in tonight. So guys, tonight, Saturday night main event, Jey Uso lost again to Gunther. He lost another main event match for a title. Remember, guys, management, while knowing this man was white hot, put him in there with Roman for the loss, Damian Priest for the loss, Gunther twice for the loss, because a lot of us forget about that four-way Intercontinental Championship match that Jey Uso was in, and we all thought he was going to win. It was Jey Uso, Shinsuke, was it Bronson Reed, and Gunther. Remember that? And Jey Uso was the favorite going in that match, and Gunther got out of there with the win. So they keep putting him in these high-profile title matches because he's the believable face. He's the believable face, but only to have the bad guy come right in and crush his hopes. So at some point, fans start to lose investment in the face characters when they see that the company is not behind them. Nobody want to root for somebody that keep losing. Carmelo Hayes is going through this same thing right now as we speak. Sometimes you as the baby face, as the white hot baby face, get the heels over so good that you can't buy a win now. It's not in their best interest to book you to win because you get the heels over so good. And when you have a lot of stars, you already have a lot of top stars. WWE is top heavy when it comes to stars. I told you guys before in my other video, these guys are producing stars faster than they have the TV time to display these stars. Look at Obafemi, for example. If he was to come to the main roster right now, it don't matter how over Yeet is. You can't put Yeet over Obafemi. Like, it's the stars. We have too many stars, so somebody is gonna lose. Somebody gonna have to lose. So far in his solo run, his biggest match been against his brother. His biggest win been at WrestleMania against his brother. Really, the only chip under his hat that he got to go on is the fact that he was the first person to pin Roman Reigns. He pinned Roman Reigns' shoulders. Remember that, guys, in the tag team match? Whoop-dee. And I know I'm not counting that IC title run because that was a token award right there. They gave him that title because if not, we would have been crying. The internet marks IWC would have been crying. And you see, they gave it to him to shut the IWC up, and then they took it right off him. They did not have any plans. Y'all gotta understand, WWE do not book like AEW. WWE have these scenarios and these feuds booked out 8 months, 9 months in advance. They don't just walk into these feuds like AEW. And they did not have Jey Uso winning the world's title, the universal title. They didn't have him winning even the IC title in their plans. Now they scripted him in to win and play the transitional role, but that's all it was a transitional champion. I think we need to send Jey back to being a tag team champion. We can use him and Jimmy with the Yeet. Jimmy has been using the Yeet now anyway. He has been leaning towards using the Yeet. He's been yeeting on his way to the ring, and he's been getting good as an individual talent too. Jimmy is getting better now that he's been left on his own. He had a very good match with KO on SmackDown. Very good match. So, you guys, let me know what you think about Jey Uso and is Yeet over? Let me know in the comment section, guys. Do you think Yeet is over as a solo superstar, or do you think Yeet should just team up with his partner and go back after dominating the tag team division? Tag team division is kind of weak right now, and I could go for a super face Usos versus a new heel New Day now, because we got that dynamic now. Normally we have Usos being heel and the New Day being face, but I definitely think we need to get Jey Uso back in the tag team so at least they could get some more wins. Oh, and before I forget, while we here and while we talking about the company not seeing championship material in Jey Uso, while we see championship material, we see like money and championship written all over him. But guys, we don't see what the company see. The company see everything. They know everything. And as long as Jey Uso continue to put himself in situations like that Jada Parker situation, you know, like that stroking of the leg situation. Now, the leader of your brand, the leader of your company has more self-awareness to be caught out there in situations like that. The leader of your company don't even put himself in situations like that. And see, these are the things that the company see and that the company got to deal with behind the scenes. We don't get to see it unless it break the news or unless the internet get to it. But for the most part, the company gonna hold the athlete down because it's a bad look for the company. But the company do take note to that. The company not gonna put the title on a person that they gotta continue to rescue from DUIs, that they gotta continue to rescue from scandals, cheating scandals and things like that. Now, I ain't say he right or wrong. I ain't say he did it. I ain't say it was him. But the fact that your name is associated with these controversies is not a good look. And it's probably the reason why WWE do not just put the strap on Jey Uso. Guys, so you let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I'll see y'all later. Also, guys, there's a video that's going to pop up. I think you missed that. And it's a very good video about AEW and Tony Khan and where he's going wrong.
This is a wreck. He's moving like an uncaged animal.
No lie, he's wild in there.